get an absolute load of this. This is our first larger leopard out here on the black soil. This is an Ingram's brown snake. They're normally known to be a bit more docile, but because it's quite warm out here now, it's obviously got a fair bit of energy, and you can see just what these snakes do. They're living out here in the black soil country. They're black soil specialists, and they're utilizing these soil cracks, hunting throughout the day. They're more of a diurnal species, so they're active throughout the day rather than being out at night. And they do just this, in and out of soil cracks, looking for rodents mainly. They're eating the long-haired rat out here. And they're sympatric with a few other larger leopards, including the inland taipan, the most venomous snake on the planet, and they're often mistaken for inlands. There's not too much known about this species and how their behaviour changes throughout the year. This area changes seasonally dramatically. So there's periods where this area gets a really large amount of rainfall, and this whole system here will be underwater. So it's a bit of a mystery what these snakes actually do when that happens. Because you can't even get out here. The roads are too boggy. Like, no one knows really that much about this snake. They're a species of brown snake, which means they've got extremely toxic venom. And where we are, we're out back Queensland, it's remote. You really would be in all sorts if you did get tagged out here. You gotta be switched on. Far out. Oh, that is such an exciting snake to find. They're so elusive and cryptic. They're one of the hardest snakes to find out here. Oh, and one of a couple of different brown snake species you get out here. You can find eastern browns and speckled browns out here, and also mulgars, which are known as king browns, but they're black snakes. Oh, this is just such an exciting snake to find. It's my first time out here, and we've just lucked out with this snake. I'm surprised he hasn't found a soil crack to go down. I'm sort of waiting for him to do it to show just how quickly they can disappear. These snakes, a lot of them out here, you might see 4 one time you go out looking, and then the next 3 times you see none. Each year is different. There's periods, dry spells, which change behaviour. There he goes. Look at that. He's just got to find a crack that goes deep enough for him to disappear, which shouldn't be too hard for him. These snakes get quite large, over 5 foot. I think largest recorded is almost 6 foot, but they're typically this sort of size, around your 4-ish foot mark. Look how this snake flares its neck out. So that is a defensive mechanism intended to make the snake look larger than it is. And you'll find quite a few, pretty much all the brown snakes do it. Pretty much. Especially the larger ones. How good is that? I think we're going to let this guy go. Might follow him and watch as he goes down a crack. That is a massive tick for me, and such a good snake to see. Ingram's brown snake, Pseudonaja, ingrami. You just can't get enough of that. Brown snake, the second most toxic snake on the planet, and responsible here in Australia for the most snake bite deaths, or deaths by snake bite. These snakes are mammal specialists. they're eating a lot of rodents. And they're known for doing that S up when you get in their face. But if you just stay still, and let that snake go on its way, you're gonna have no dramas at all doing its thing. Only when you move and you get in that snake's face that they have a reaction, because it's purely defensive. So these snakes don't want to go after us. It's just when you try and catch it, kill it, that's when people get bitten. This is about as big as they get. They get around the 2 metre mark. This is a gorgeous eastern brown. They're not normally this sort of vibrant in colour. There's a huge amount of variation with them though. So although I say that, there's been bright orange ones found, really pale ones, almost jet black ones, pale heads. Like, the list is endless on what these snakes can look like. And that's why you can't ID a snake off colour alone. All right, awesome.